Hello Toy Collector fans, Universal Toy Collector here and welcome to the channel. Join me today as I go through my worst to first TVC playsets. Okay then, so currently I have 5 TVC playsets in my collection. I do have the exclusive Emperor's Throne Room, however I am not including that in this worst to first countdown. So, kicking us off in 5th place is the Navarro Cantina playset from The Mandalorian. Now there's a few reasons why this is last place, in my opinion. Firstly, there's a door that goes here. It's just a cheap cardboard door and it looks absolutely awful. So I've decided to display it without the door. I think they could have done a far better job and they could have had a door that slides across, which would have looked a lot better. Secondly, the door currently is on the right hand side of the playset as we're looking. That should be on the left hand side as it was in the show. But it's really difficult to get the door positioned in the left hand side because of these nubbins here that fix into these wall mounts here. It just makes it really difficult and it doesn't look that great. So that is the reason I've had to display it this way. And it just looks a fairly plain, bland playset. It does, however, come with a figure, as all the playsets do. This one is the Imperial Death Trooper from Navarro. Not a bad looking figure. I don't mind the card back. I think that's fairly decent. I'm liking the green name pill and the green background there. But other than that, I just it's not great in my opinion. I think they could have done a little bit better. Like I say, those two factors there, the door being one of them, I think they cheaped out there. And like I say, the positioning of the door is on the wrong side of the bar as we set it up. So I have this set up like this. I have Yoda and the Flame Trooper. I just have them standing in front and it just adds a little bit to the display. Not great, but that's, you know, there you are. That's it. So that is my 5th place. Now let's crack on and see what's in 4th place. Okay then, so in 4th place I have this total monstrosity, which is the Bespin Carbon Freezing Chamber, and the only thing saving this from last place is that it makes a decent picture, and I'm going to chuck a couple in now just to prove it. So yes, this does take a decent picture. At night time, when the lights are off and you've got all the orange illuminating with the lights and stuff like that, it does look absolutely fantastic. But the best way to describe this playset is a one night stand. And here is an example of that one night stand.
Well, hello, sweet cheeks. You're looking mighty fine. You want to come back with me tonight and have some fun?
Sure thing, hotshot.
Oh, my head. God damn it. Oh, I can't wait. What? Who the hell are you? Good morning, handsome. You were fantastic last night. Thank you. Oh, hell no. Please tell me I didn't.
Fellas, we have all been there, haven't we? But, joking aside, absolutely horrendous. I mean, you know, in broad daylight, this doesn't look very good at all, does it? Another saving grace, if I'm trying to find any positives, is the card back. That is a fantastic card back of the Stormtrooper there. I'm loving the colours of it. And I think Bespin in the freezing chamber is probably one of my favourite scenes in Empire Strikes Back. The colours and everything like that, it works. It looks fantastic. This could have been so much better. It isn't great, is it? It isn't great. And I know it's been hammered quite a bit by different people, and rightfully so. It's not very sturdy. It's very cheaply made, and as you can see, I was silly enough to get 2 of these so that I could have the full circle there in the middle there. I don't use the other steps. I'm lucky enough to have a carded Stormtrooper figure and also one loose. But other than that, this just, it isn't great. And like I said, the fact that it can take a decent picture and looks good, but for me, it's just not that great. And I think they could have done a lot better. And I've seen fans that have done better jobs at doing the Bespin freezing chamber than Hasbro. So hopefully one day they'll actually do a decent playset. Maybe a HasLab playset. Who knows? Where you get the full works and stuff like that. But, at the time they released this, they didn't have many of the figures out, did they? So we had to wait a long while to get the figures. We still don't have the Ugnaughts. We still do not have the control panels within TVC to add to this display. So, like I say, 4th place, very lucky not to be in last place. Let's crack on with number 3. So, in 3rd place, we have Jabba's playset from Return of the Jedi. I don't mind this. I think it's a fairly decent playset. You get 2 figures with it. That's why it's in at number 3 for me. So, you get Reese and you get Han Solo Carbonite. And these aren't Army Builder figures. So, makes sense to have Han Solo in Carbonite. However, I have to question why they had Reese in there. It might have been, better if they'd have had Princess Leia in her Bouche disguise. So that might have been an idea. That would have definitely worked with this. But as it happens, we've got Reese and Han Solo in Carbonite. A fairly simple playset. It does look pretty cool. I've got to say the detailing isn't too bad with the 2 heads on the back wall there. This card back, however, for Han Solo Carbonite is slightly bent and warped. That's how it arrived in the box. So I'm looking to get another carded Han Solo in Carbonite so I can open this one and get him in the display. They have released Jabba's throne room, which, to be fair, it looks absolutely fantastic. But how cool would it have been if they would have made that throne room set the same colour as this, or given it an attachment so this small playset here could attach onto Jabba's throne room? That would have looked so cool if they had thought about that and extended it, because the detailing in the throne room does look absolutely fantastic. And I think this would have definitely added to it if they would have just thought about it and found a way for these 2 playsets to connect. As it is, this is a different colour from Jabba's throne room. But yeah, all in all, I can't grumble too much. This does look good on display. I haven't got it displayed at the moment because I don't have the room, but I'm looking forward to actually getting this displayed at some point and getting a few figures in there. But yeah, so this is my number 3, the Jabba's playset from Return of the Jedi. Let's crack on with number 2. Coming in at number 2, we have the Endor Bunker, part of the Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary line. And I've got to say, yeah, really liking this. I think it looks fairly decent. It displays well. And for those of you thinking, have I done my Endor Bunker diorama yet? The answer to that is no. I haven't got round to doing it. I know I said it would be in a couple of weeks. Well, obviously it hasn't been. I will get round to doing it at some point. So, yeah, I'll keep you posted on that. But back to the bunker, it does look really great. It displays well with the speeder bike and the ATST in front of it. The carded figure is the Endor Rebel Commando Scout Trooper disguise. I think that's a great choice. For me personally, I'm only going to want one of these. I know some people, I normally get 2 figures, keep one on the card and open one, but one will be enough for me on this figure. I only need 1 bunker. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I guess if there's any minus points for it, it could have had better paint apps, like with the weathering and stuff like that. It does look a little bit plasticky. I have seen some people do some fantastic customs on these, fantastic custom paint jobs, give it decent weathering, and it does look really, really good. Personally, myself, I'm not that talented to do the paint apps on this because I'll end up ruining it and it'll look rubbish. And then I would have to buy another one and display that and get rid of this one here. But then on the plus side, I will end up with another Scout Trooper, which I could open. But that isn't my intention. That's not what I'm planning to do. So I'm going to leave as is. Like I say, I'm going to do the diorama for this. And yeah, hopefully it will look fairly decent once that's done. But yeah, like I say, it looks great. Just about the a shame about the paint apps. But yeah, that's my number 2. So all we've got left is to find out what's in at number 1. Okay then, so here is my number 1 choice, and it is the Tantive 4. But is it from Star Wars or is it from Rogue One? The overall box containing the playset and the figure suggests it's from Star Wars, but then the carded figure is a Rogue One Rebel Fleet Trooper. That's me just splitting hairs. I wished that this figure had been on a Star Wars card back, which in my opinion it should have been, but that's just my opinion. Anyhow, the reason this is my number 1 choice is A, it looks absolutely fantastic. It's designed very well. It looks great on display. It has these plastic doors that you can open and slide shut again. And this looks great. And it's a better doorway than that cheap rubbish that was on the Navarro Cantina playset. That's what that should have had. A plastic door like this where you can slide open and shut. They didn't. They went for the cheaper option. This looks fantastic. I'm loving this. Secondly, I wouldn't mind getting another 2 or 3 of these sets because you can just put them together. You can have one separate hallway. You can have 2 separate hallways, and it would look fantastic. And it would look like you're actually on the Tantive 4. It's designed that well. Yeah, loving it. Loving it. And yes, I know it's an army builder figure, but in this case, I don't mind it so much because, like I say, I don't mind having 3 or 4 of these sets and combining them together. Then you get an army builder figure with that, and it makes sense. And with the figures on there, it looks really cool. You've got little peg holes that you can put little nubbins in and stand your figures up. And like I say, it is a fantastic display piece. If I had the room, I would definitely get another one and add to it because I think it is that good a playset. Anyhow, that will be it for this video. That was my worst to first with the TVC playsets. I was inspired to do this really by another YouTuber called Michael from Action Figures and More. He did his video the other week and I thought, wow, do you know what a great idea. So sorry Michael, I've kind of nabbed your idea. Different playsets in different positions though, and he also included the Emperor's Throne Room from Return of the Jedi, the exclusive San Diego Comic-Con set. I think it was San Diego Comic-Con. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments below. Anyhow, that is it for this video. If you are new to the channel, feel free to comment, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to let you know of more content. And as always, there will be more content. Appreciate you watching, appreciate your support. Take care, stay safe, and we shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.